Hello everyone, so welcome back to Metal Wolf Chaos. We're just gonna do an update video here, because last time we were on this, what ended up happening was we noticed that there were some problems with the graphics, and now there's been a huge update, so we're gonna show off some of the levels that have really been affected by it. So here we go, we're going to get into San Francisco, one of the main levels that has been changed since launch. I heard about this game. Is it any good, says Golden Boy? Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. It's also good for speedrunning. So what we'll do is I think we might do Stars and Stripes here. Try to decide on whether I want to go normal or... There were so many different skins in this game that you could unlock that were really cool. We'll just go standard. So, one of the major things that has been changed here is most of the bitmaps that had alpha map texture problems have been edited. So we should be able to see through them now.
Occupied by coup d'etat forces will be the starting point of our counteroffensive. And here's the starting grid.
Okay.
That's quite a gentlemanly landing, sir, befitting only of a U.S. president.
So yeah, basically, originally this didn't used to look like this. It kind of looks like somebody's gone through it with one of the extra post-processing things to allow for post-processing to take place in-game. Because I did that previously. I can't remember what the actual program was called that allows you to like put bloom in and everything else like that. But it reminds me a little bit of that, but it's subtle. Like they've changed the lighting so that the windows actually look like they're glowing a little bit. You can actually see the lights working kind of properly here. The bloom on the explosions seems to be a little bit more intense. Overall, the details so far aren't too bad. I really do like the way that they've gone into this. The thing is, we've still got problems like round here with the lighting, where it's not as good as the original. Like, if anybody's not seen this, or rather not seen the original, be sure to check out my comparison videos, like, really early on Metal Wolf Chaos's launch on PC. Or rather, the new launch, to see what it's like comparing the two, because the two have still got really big differences in terms of lighting and graphics, but this one's getting there. It's getting there. I just hope they do more in future, because this is like very basic fixes, but it definitely changes and makes it more improved compared to the original. Like the original version of this game, the re-release XD, the original version was pretty bad graphics-wise. There's just those small little tweaks that really do help. Like I said, the bloom effects have been upgraded. The windows actually look like they've got people in them now, or rather that the lights are on. There's small changes to the lighting, but overall they need to work on it just a little bit more to really get it up to scratch with the original title that had lots of nice lighting effects going on in here. The most obvious one is like looking out over the bay here, or the other buildings, because before that all just looked plain, and now it actually looks at least a little bit better. The Chinese Dragon Market sign there, still got problems with it. That should be see-through and glow. I think the other ones should glow a little bit. Like I said, that market area at the beginning of the level should be lit up with lots of yellow lights. But they've definitely made improvements in other areas, just in general. I hope they take another step in the right direction to really make this as close to the original as possible, because the original still Still looks a ton better, and it was released in like, what, 2000? Or somewhere around there?
The alien got away. Mr. President.
This definitely looks a lot better. Most of the,
Whoa.
most of the bitmaps in this area have been edited.
Well, if it isn't the pride of the United States.
I don't know how the audio is, by the way. I'm hoping the sound isn't too low.
Tanks. I never thought they would join the fight.
So in here, for the original, this is like the most standout area, really.
Weapons like
For the original,
effective against the
all these bitmaps, all these see-through signs,
the weapons in your backpack.
didn't used to be see-through and didn't used to have as much bloom on them. Now they have a lot more bloom and they're actually see-through, which makes this area just a lot better. It just looks a lot more polished. Like if they took the lights, or took more care with the lighting, then it would be as close to the original as I can think of. Like, all these bitmaps over here look so much better. Before, these were all just dark backgrounds, not see-through, and it was pretty bad. Don't remember the Jibo sounding like this, but then again, I've not been on this in ages.
Now you can.
Completed it and then never really looked back on it because I'd unlocked mostly like most of the stuff. But the funny thing I think about all of this is that I'm still holding the high score on the White House level, because I left the game on for like a day. Nobody's even close to the score on the White House level. I'll have to show you guys that.
Target. The building was opened 2 years ago on April 25th. It's named the Halcon Denkai China Building. Each season it's decorated with gorgeous lights. Their Christmas tree tops them all. Over 800,000 people came to see it last December. For such a long time, I've been wondering how lovely that gorgeous building would look if it were destroyed. I feel bad for the owner, but hey,
Just destroying all these buildings here.
areas remaining. Just a bit more.
Just making sure I've got everything. I can't remember whether there was anything around here or not now. I think it was just the end bit here now.
The suspiciously tall targets are enemy headquarter installations. The morale of the troops is rising due to the HQ installations. Destroy the HQ facilities first and eradicate their will to fight.
I love the way it just looks so much better though. Absolutely fantastic.
What I expect from a U.S. president. Nice thinking on your feet.
Trying to get over the other side of the level there so we can avoid the tank as it comes down to shoot us to pieces.
Thank you for destroying the area. It looks like you're gonna receive a lovely present. That fat boy needs a presidential diet. I guess he's had too much junk food. Give that kid some too. Make junk food out of him, Mr. President.
We'll just continue to move around here and shoot. And then finish him off with the backpack. Dead in seconds. I forgot there was another target over here.
There's one area remaining.
Wait, what? I actually left one area remaining? Oh, it's over the other side. If you're not side boosting like that, you're doing it wrong in terms of trying to move around the area at speed.
Forces in
So that's San Francisco. That's a lot better than it used to be. John, I hope the audio is fine here, by the way. And then another one of the more crazy levels in terms of what it looked like
we believe
before and after is Las Vegas. We're going to check out Las Vegas. We'll see what it's like now, because beforehand it was pretty dull. I want to see what it's like on the inside as well. Because the inside of the casino is just as important as the outside.
Oh, Michael, you're so sweet. Richard! And for that, I owe you.
It definitely looks better from this camera angle here than what it just looked like.
Now I've got a nice little...
The lights in the background, I think... I mean, the windows in the background, I think, still need to be lit up a little bit. But you can definitely tell there's been a change in lighting in this level. They've tried making it look a little bit darker and then brightening the rest of the windows.
What do you want it to say?
At least it looks like it. That looks so much better in this camera, like this shot. Hopefully not get hit by the tank here. There we go. Just drop the tank in the water. It's fine.
Mr. President.
Bravo, Michael. What lovely footwork.
I want to know if they fixed the spaceship at the end.
Try dancing with me. This show's gonna run all night.
Because I'd only seen Twitter posts about this before that showed like some of the fixes, so hopefully it doesn't look as bad. Okay, the inside's looking, I think, a little bit better lighting-wise. That's how it should be. That's how the first level should be in terms of the lighting. There should be a lot more yellow lighting around the place that makes it look a little bit warmer, as if there's actually lights on. So that's... Oh my god, this looks so much better. This looks so much better, at least than what I remember. They need to have like more shiny shaders in here for the casino machines, the roulette machines, but apart from that, that's looking pretty accurate to the original. Like those metallic shiny textures they've got on those should be on all of these machines. Might actually have to leave that as a thing on the page, like go through all the little differences that they've got, and then maybe just turn around and be like, look, this is what needs to be done, and see if you can update it again, like in update 1.4 or 1.5. Let's go in here to avoid Richard while we charge the railgun here. This is looking so much better than the original. I'm so happy about this at the moment. It's getting there. We're slowly getting there. Where is he? Oh, he's over there. I'm just waiting for him to come close here.
Sweet.
There we go.
Oh, you are so sweet, Michael. Like gulping a cup of condensed milk.
He's on the move. Chase after him, Mr. President.
I think we were right next to him though, so we should be okay. Can't wait to see what they do this in future in terms of updates. I just realized we weren't actually next to him. Went the wrong way though, we have to go this way. Okay, this area kind of looks the same. What about outside? Oh! Okay, outside looks tons better. At least the lights look better anyway.
Coward! Michael! You gonna complain? He's a coward. I can't win. So shoot me, Michael. Or are you a chicken?
Knock that jerk off the roof.
I just realized the texture on the roof moves. Did it do that before? I'm not entirely sure. It didn't move, says John. Huh. It's the problem is when you've not been on the game in a while and you notice other things. It's like, oh, did we fix stuff or what? Let's see what else. I remember all of this not being see-through because that was what my main complaint was, the fact that their alpha map textures were just absolutely appalling. Like, they'd messed up one of the easiest things ever. But yeah, the stuff is definitely see-through now, which is brilliant. Is it see-through from both sides? Okay, that's weird. You can see through it from one side, like completely through it, but then the other side is, can let that one slide, maybe. I have a feeling that that might be something to do with backface culling on the model, maybe? That's a small one, but you can kind of let that slide. Might have to check that out later, because there's so many like little things that you can mention and just be like, look, you got a problem here, you got a problem here. Now, this is what you need to do at these points, and then just leave them a detailed list. And see if they fix it. Congrats on the 2K subs, says Golden Boy. Thank you very much. We did hit 2K subs a while ago, but I'm hoping to hit 3K subs before YouTube nukes everybody. Let's see if we can avoid him here as we charge up and wait. He's hovering around like crazy. See if we can get him with the railgun here. Oh, it didn't work. I thought that might have got him there because the railgun is super effective. I remember people telling me about the railgun early on and being like, oh, it's super effective. It's like, yeah, but it's not good for speed. It all depends on when you charge it and whether you hit the boss. Oh, crap. Like, I totally messed that up there, so he's going to chip at my health now with the railgun. Let's, see if we can charge this thing up again. I just love the way we're slowly getting there now in terms of visuals, because everything in these levels, the nighttime levels specifically, should look shiny, especially in Vegas. Should look pretty bright, because you imagine it to be like the city of lights. There we go.
Shall I take you to the next stage?
He's on the move again. Chase after him, Mr. President.
Okay, whereabouts did he go here? Oh, he went down here. What I'll do is I'm definitely going to have to go through this and just see if I can help them a little bit more. And oh, that's low res. I don't know why. I think that might be a lighting issue there. I just looked a bit... I don't remember it looking this bad down here. That's got to be to do with shadows. That's like really low res shadows. Ugh. Definitely going to have to compare to the original.
How lovely, eh, Michael?
This looks better. Way better.
It all ends here. Kind of get your adrenaline going. Richard. Michael.
I swear I just saw a problem with that charging texture there. We'll have to figure it out.
It ends here.
Now normally, he goes all crazy with his shots here, so I'm just going to try bunny hopping him and see if I can... Oh no, I've not got enough boost. I was going to see if I could try bunny hopping him and getting enough boost to use the railgun and finish him off, but he's hitting me pretty hard at the moment. The thing is, it's a small arena, so I'm trying to see if I can finish him off quickly here.
It's over, Richard.
There we go. Now, the spaceship had a bitmap problem on it. I remember it when it appears in a moment.
That's the space shuttle.
Oh, it's fixed! Yes!
Chase after that. Hey, Mr. President.
So the side of the spaceship, where it showed the NASA symbol and everything, that had alpha map texture problems.
That's pointless, Mr. President.
Nothing is pointless. And the reason is because I'm the president of the great United States of America.
That looks so much better now.
President!
Jody, I'm gonna step on into outer space. See you soon.
Way much better. That is so good. So much better. Alright, let's see. Other problems that we had. He does say that a lot, says John. Yeah, he does. Miami Beach, I remember there being a couple of problems with the graphics on this to do with lighting and stuff. It was more the whole thing of just the way that the lighting was affecting the level. We'll see how it looks now. Because it looked really desaturated the last time, from what I remember.
That battle cruiser is the command ship, directing the Atlantic Ocean troops in this area. Attack the cruiser and the coup d'etat forces, leisurely enjoying their holiday. And sink them to the bottom of this grand ocean.
Okay, it looks like they might have done tweaks. Not entirely sure.
Missiles. You'll need constant warning, Mr. President.
Hey, the sky's actually blue now, says John. John, I can't remember. Like, was the sky, like, totally desaturated?
The bomber group seems to have received a request from the target area and is on their way. The bombing will be dangerous. You should sever the reinforcements ahead of time.
This is the problem when you not played a game in absolutely ages. It's just trying to remember what everything looked like, apart from the ones that totally stand out, you know, that you remember. That reminds me, did they change those alpha maps? It used to be a washed out greyish colour, says John. I shall believe you on that one, sir.
Wow! That didn't surprise me one bit.
So I remember talking about the really tiny alpha map textures on the towers here. Oh crap, still on a landmine, I think.
Laying out landmines on the beach. They should give a little.
No, I think they still got problems there. They still got problems there. It's really tiny. Like, really, really tiny, but they're still there.
Long-range missiles are.
Like, the very edges of the texture, you can see, they've just made it grey instead of actually doing alpha maps on them.
That's far enough, Metal Wolf.
Going head-to-head with this kind of firepower isn't the smart, Mr. President. All the target areas have been destroyed. Only the
Okay.
battle cruiser remains. Now get cracking. The defense strength is high against live ammunition.
All I'm trying to do is get those. Oh crap. Not close enough to get the missile launchers here, because if I can get the missile launchers, then I'm good to go. Do I keep on hitting the missiles here? I think I might be.
The long-range missiles
There's
from
one.
the Navy cruiser are on a collision course. Please do not be caught off
There's
guard.
two.
They won't withdraw yet. Fire at the nut sectors once new fire flooded.
It's good when all you have to do is aim at certain bits of the boat and you win.
Withdraw. Sailors,
There we go.
your post. Hurry and escape. Grab any wounded and run.
So yeah, this level in particular is meant to look very heavily saturated because of the fact that it's a beach area. It's meant to have lots of colour in it. And if we're going off what was said before about it,
Your own justice.
about the sky looking grayed out, it definitely looks a lot better, but I noticed the effects around near the boat weren't moving. I can't remember whether that was like that in the original or not. know there was some problems with the space station. Let's see what else we got here. New York. I don't remember there being too many problems with it. Liberty Island. Not too sure. Let's try New York, because New York, specifically the generator area in New York, look kinda desaturated.
Enemy forces occupy New York City. The coup d'etat forces are experimenting with an
I think they've got added effects on top of those shield generator things now.
Target areas along with the super weapons.
Talk about massive arm. What is that? Carnival ride?
Hello.
Do they have, yeah, the lighting effects there underneath it now for when it charges?
This'll be dangerous.
Oh, jeez!
That was too
I say that and then it
From now
completely nukes me in like one hit there.
Longlegs gets its energy wave firepower from a power recharge facility.
So I don't remember that lighting
He obtains
being under it before, so that's pretty cool.
power energy. The origin of the energy supply should be cut off first. Mr. President, a UFO has been sighted.
Golden Boy says GTG. See you next time, if you're leaving us now. Let's see what we got here. I'm just looking, I don't remember the scrolling texture. That's pretty cool. Super Penguins, what? I don't remember that either. That looks like a texture error there. Could be wrong, it's just the way that it's displayed, because over here it obviously looks a lot better than on this side. We've got what looks like another see-through texture there, and yeah, it still looks kind of desaturated.
Must be out of their minds.
That scrolling texture next to the generator, I don't remember. Yeah, it's definitely meant to glow, I think. Don't remember the generators having that smoke effect on them either. I mean, I could be totally wrong, but...
The energy fill station has been annihilated. Now Daddy Longlegs can't fire his phasers anymore. There's no need to evade his moves. Time for a counteroffensive.
No, we should just be able to go up to him and just shoot him in the face. I think they've even got the lighting effect on the railgun now that I complain about. Looks like it. Oh, not close enough. That level still looks a little bit dull. Just a little bit dulled. So, it's interesting seeing, like, exactly what I remember about these and what I don't. Like, Liberty Island should look like it's set at sunset. Hopefully it's going to look a little bit better. At least it has shadows now, says John. This game looks a lot sharper than before, I think, says Exram.
Mr. President, why did you come to save us? After we
This looks a little bit... the helicopters had its alpha maps fixed on the side of it.
And the reason is
For those who don't know what I'm on about, alpha maps are specifically like see-through textures.
come near.
The idea is that you have them as like either a channel or a separate texture for your see-through textures. Like if you just want to put text on the side of something, you do an alpha channel or an alpha map, and you have the text be totally white, because white is on the alpha channel, it dictates something that isn't see-through. Black is something that is see-through, and anything else in between is varying degrees of see-through, depending on how like how grey you have it, like the brightness of the grey. And if you just want it flat out like text, so that you can make a like a background of some text be completely see-through, then you just make the text white and the background of it black. It's like the easiest thing to do, and they had a lot of that on the original where it was just totally messed up, and I don't know why. This looks like it might be a little bit more accurate to the original.
This wild dog of war is on the move, Michael.
I just realized there was a bug
I
there.
almost forgot. Time for my afternoon tea.
There was a slight bug because during the fight,
Delicious Darjeeling tea.
during the fight, it showed one of those things on the front, the spike things had already been destroyed, and now it's back. Really weird.
Apaches.
Not just Apaches.
Ah, they've actually fixed that as well. They've fixed the "We Are Freedom" sign.
You're alive.
Again, that was another alpha map problem. All the alpha map problems really stemmed from
Resilience.
them not having black backgrounds or borders around everything. Now everything's looking at least a little bit better. This level in particular, I think it's had a little bit of a lighting tweak. I can't tell exactly,
Mr. President.
because I can't remember. I'm going to have to look through my footage. For anyone who's not seen my original footage of this from the original Xbox compared to the re-release that got released in, I think, summer, you know, please check it out, because it shows a lot of the differences between the standard version of the game that was released on the Xbox and this version. I'm going to have to go through, like I said, and make detailed videos showing what still needs to be changed, but
Helicopters.
I hate that. It's like you have a cutscene, and as the cutscene comes on, it messes around with the railgun's charge and totally throws it off.
The tank and the Statue of Liberty. Kill promptly and effectively. That's it. He'll
There we go. I should be able to finish it with the G-bow now.
Mr. President. But there's no slip between the
Whatever.
Now there was a problem with the underside of the tank in this, if I remember rightly. Hoping they fixed that as well.
Take that.
No. You can still see the texture problem. It's not as obvious because of the way that the lighting is.
Light me now.
But the way the tank is textured, there's a slight mess up in it.
Now he's ready for the scrap.
Mr. President, my boys were successful in saving your princess. I'll connect you.
Mr. President? How can I ever...
We still got some problems, boys. We're getting there. In space, that was another level where there were some problems, shader-wise and for bitmaps.
Best of luck.
So what I'm going to do here is, let's equip some different weapons. I don't need the sniper in space, so we'll do, what's the grenade launcher that had a special on it? Massive explosions, there we go. GL95 AA is the best weapon, I think, for the last boss. That's just me being biased, because you don't have to do anything with it, then you just fire. Let's go through here. Ah! Is that... Did they fix the shaders?
Chasing 15 million feet after me. Now that's love. Well,
Mr. President, a UFO has been...
It should look a lot shinier than this. Similar to the UFO there.
Mr. President, the barrier you're shut. You won't be able to advance.
Those red lights,
Don't
I don't actually remember those from the original. Going all the way up, so they might be new. Although, saying that, some areas are pretty shiny. Like, some of the areas when I'm going up here do look a little bit shinier. What is... oh. Like, they should be at least as shiny as this, the side of the lift here. That's how the, like, the minimal shininess of this space station should be, but... oh, the lighting there is going funny. That is kind of weird. Devisi says, more of this, huh? I mean, what did you expect? I mean, it's pretty much in the title. There we go. Let's see what happens when we get to the top, because this area is supposed to be lit up with like a lot of electricity and is meant to have a lot of blue glow on it, which it kind of looks like it's got. Oh, this might actually be a little bit more faithful. Okay, that looks... can't remember whether it had the blue glow on it in the original release version, but looks a little bit more accurate. Still might be missing some of the glow effects, or rather some of the special effects for the generator, but it's looking better. I honestly don't remember the... oh, wait a minute, they might have got lighting effects on the top as well there.
Like it can be destroyed.
Okay, so the gate definitely looks a little bit more accurate. Again, I can't... it's one of those where, because I'm getting mixed up between the original and this, I can't remember exactly how it looked, but the generators themselves here, I don't remember that electric effect on top. Could be totally wrong again.
The main course is on its way. Blast it to bits.
See how this looks here. Those doors look pretty shiny. Ah! That didn't look as bad in that sequence there. I remember that being really kind of bland. Didn't look too bad, the outside sequence of it there. Or the scene, sorry. The lighting looks darker in here now. Weird. It's like they've desaturated all the lighting.
What do you stand for, Michael? Be certain now. As certain as the blood gushing
Devicia
out
says, I just thought you finally exhausted all possibilities from this title. No, we're going ahead and trying to fix it. Like, this is the most recent update where they've kind of updated the visuals a little bit, based on our previous feedback. And,
come at me.
huh.
All your body
Some bits look okay, some bits are kind of weird.
hug you to death.
How are you finding the updates so far, Moody says Eggsram? I mean, they're a lot better than the actual release version, but like the desaturated lighting looks a little bit weird. Like in this area, this definitely should be shinier. I'm just trying to get around it. I definitely like the changes that they've made to San Francisco and Las Vegas. Those are way more appreciated, you know. I just feel like they could have kept this back and just released these updates, like worked more on it before release to make it as polished as it can be. That's what I would have wanted. Like with most customers, they're probably going to have wanted this to be as polished as possible, because everybody really ripped this when it first came out
Like a man.
and was just like, oh, it looks terrible. But that's only because it's nothing like the original, and my idea now is to try and help them get this, if I can, like the original. Like, I don't claim to be the sole person to fix this and be like, oh, you need to listen to this feedback, but if they do listen to it, like they did the last feedback that we give them, then that'd be great. I understand, like, they keep saying, oh, we can't change the lighting as easy or whatever, but they've definitely made some changes here that kind of, I don't know whether to say they kind of contradict that statement, because I'm going to have to, like I said, look into this a lot more in terms of exactly what they did and didn't change, because I can't remember, but this definitely looks different. Oh, there we go, the Merry Christmas sign has been fixed.
Mr. President, hurry and destroy it.
I love the way they've actually fixed the Merry Christmas sign now. That was one thing that I was annoyed about because of it being such an easy fix as well. This last boss looks shinier. I think they might have changed his shaders because he looked really flat in the original release from what I remember. There goes Richard. I just hope they spend more time on this. I really do. Like, I want them to spend more time fixing this up if possible. Let's see, what else did we have problems? Houston was a pretty large outdoor area. I'm wondering whether that's been changed. It's more a case of, have they made any changes to these levels? And if they have, what can I remember? You know, because I really want this to be as best as it can be. King of all sniper cannons? Yeah, the Richard Hawk version, I think, did a lot of damage. I just want this to be as good as it can be.
Peter McDonald reporting. I'm coming to you live today from a U.S. military base in the
Didn't I say they had problems with the water around here, if I remember rightly, the last time?
Sent from the Space Plane Center are collected and kept here. The U.S. military is collectively managing these goods under martial law.
You'd have to go back and watch all my old videos again for this and see just like what the difference is exactly. I don't remember the cloud effects coming off the Elijah one. That's pretty cool. Ah, the water still looks terrible there.
Two 10mm grenade launchers, and finally 12 missile containers. In addition to this heavy arsenal, it has the capacity to hold over 100 soldiers. A veritable flying fortress.
So let's go ahead and see the water actually out of the cutscene.
UFO has been sighted.
Yeah, that's terrible. It doesn't even move. It's just a really low res bitmap. I think they might have increased the saturation. Not entirely sure. Let's have a look. The Crisis Suit shaders have been altered because it looks a little bit shinier. Because before it looked really flat. I think most of this is just... It looks like maybe small visual tweaks to do with the alpha maps, with the shaders and other things, and the rest is kind of just left how it was before. That's what it seems like at the moment. GBO2's water is better, says John. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, which is not a good thing, to be honest. If anybody's seen GBO2's bitmap water, then you know how bad it is. It's pretty rough looking at that there. Oh, I thought if I got the other one there, with that, then I might be able to get the other one, but apparently not.
Start by reducing the strong attacks.
Oh, come on. Don't get me wrong either, I'm not ripping on the devs of this game because, oh, it looks terrible and it probably still looks a little bit bad. They should do the job properly. It's more the whole thing of, I just want this game to be as good as it can be because it has one heck of a reputation. And I don't think that reputation should be spoiled by terribly rushed visuals, you know. I just think it's a shame that it came out feeling kind of rushed. And I just want the devs to spend time fixing it.
Take a look at that. The U.S. ground forces have been totally decimated.
Like, I think the worst part for me is the fact that I've played the original, and I really love the original. So, like, feeling how good this one plays, because of its higher frame rate, it's fantastic. I just want this one now to look as close to the original as possible, because if it does that, then it'll be fantastic.
The fuselage has been damaged, but the damage to the Elijah one has become intense. But giving the Elijah armor
Is there a texture stretching problem there? Oh no, what's meant to be there? You have to look at the original one. That looked terrible. It was like a flickering Z-clipping texture or something. You know, where it flickers because there's something wrong with either the geometry or how close it is. No. Terrible. It's just small things. It's small things that are a problem, but
Good luck and go.
come on, it affects the overall presentation.
This place is pretty run down. Like a town in an old western. A radar jamming station is located here.
From what I remember, this looked a lot flatter. Small things add up, says Devicia. You are right. You are right. Small things do add up. That's why I think everybody was kind of annoyed at this at first, because it looks so flat, lack of shaders, you know, and other things.
These guys might slow me down.
Oh god, there's something wrong with the saturation, you can tell, because when you look at the president's arm there, the president's arm texture just looks terrible. Like on his shoulder specifically. Everything looks totally desaturated here. Or rather, it's not that it's desaturated completely.
You'll die for it.
The lighting definitely looks darker.
Whatever.
There. When you look at that there, for a moment, whereas if you pause it, or if you pause it anywhere where the president's crisis suit is on shot, like there now, that'd be a brilliant place to pause it. His forearms and his shoulders have problems with the saturation on the texture. It's really weird. It's like you can see like parts of the metal is like green and stuff. It's like, wait, what? It's not meant to be like that.
The best medicine for that kind of headache is pumping it full of a heavy dose of lead. How about we make a fresh start by destroying the enemy's radar jamming facility? Now the stealth function of the enemy's heavy special mobile armor is knocked out. Now that's refreshing.
I feel like they've tried to change the lighting, or at least they've done something to it, and tried to make it less flat.
The defense strength is
And as a result, it's kind of messed up a couple of things.
destroyed all the target areas. The enemy and special mobile armor are all that remains.
You really are that good. Major. I'm paid too.
Okay, let's just leave that guy there for a moment.
Mr. President, 2 more enemy
Oh, he's actually got away. He's actually got away. I should have kept track of him to find out what happened there, because I don't remember that in the original.
Stupid.
Randy? Damn it.
Randy got stuck on a wall and then just got annihilated. This is a nice wall, says Devicia. Yeah. What are they doing? He's just side strafing here? I don't remember them having the mono eye lights on them, so that might be an addition, but what is this AI doing?
This battle isn't for America. This time it's Percy versus Major.
All enemy special mobile armor units have been put 6 feet under, Town Marshal. How's it feel to be an Old West hero?
I felt like that one's probably the worst fight I've had with them ever, because I've not seen them get stuck on geometry from what I remember before. That is really bad. Let's try the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon is meant to be set at sundown, so I don't know whether they're going to tweak anything here or not. I'm just hoping it doesn't look too bad.
The enemy is building a military base in the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
Doesn't this remind you of the Arizona insurrection days?
No, I don't
Ah!
remember.
They got the lights! Oh, they finally got the lights there, but you can't see it from that angle. Okay, that's... The sky's actually looking like it,
Rock and roll.
like it's a little bit better there. Like what I mean for the lights, that
The view certainly is grand. But
this
stop
looks
with
better
the
than what I
double
remember, because
please.
what I remember was it looking pretty flat lighting wise. I'll have to compare and really kind of find out. That looks a lot better in terms of having a sunset that actually looks like it's realistic. But the lights at the end there, it's got searchlights on the base that we didn't see before. Now they've actually got them.
Now that's what I call insight, sir. President, there are 3 target areas remaining. Watch your feet, too.
The water looks better here than in the freaking Houston level. I think it's Houston. Can we get this water in the other level, please? It's just a shader, so it should be simple. Like, this is the best water in the entire game, I think. I'm going to have to play Alcatraz now, and I don't even remember if we got shadows before. Like, when John said, oh, we got shadows now, I noticed it more in this level. You have to check. Thing is, I've installed Reshade onto this before and then uninstalled it again, so I don't think, because I've uninstalled it, I don't think Reshade should have stayed on here, and I don't remember how to get Reshade up once you've installed the command thing again, so I don't think Reshade's running in the background, so this should all be by default. Like, none of this should be additional, so it should still... Fine, I'm gonna have to check my folder and see where the Reshade's in there now. Here's where I do all of this, and then I find out that Reshade's been installed, and then when I look it up, it's gonna look even worse. I'll be like, no! No! I hope it's not the case where I find out that Reshade's been installed.
I guess you'll have to give them some delicious firepower instead. Mr. President, there's only 1 target area remaining. A little longer and this ravine...
Did this get a PC port, says Helios? Yeah, it's been out for a while. I've been covering it since day 1, and this is the update, so to speak, where they did a little bit of graphics enhancements after we give them feedback at launch.
Please be careful.
I think I just have to go up and round here. Can't quite remember. Is it on Steam? Yeah, it is. This is the Steam version. Yeah, the President's definitely had his shaders changed here. I've sunk 75 hours into this. This is... Oh my god, I think they've got the lights in the tunnel working. Yes! They got the lights in the tunnel working. That looks so much better. It's only a little change, but I definitely don't remember those on the original run-through. Don't know whether anybody else remembers whether these were already in here or not, but I swear these weren't in here before. I'm gonna have to go back through and do like another comparison video set as something of all these updates compared to the originals. Now here, there we go. They didn't used to have those searchlights up there for the base area. But now they do, it's looking pretty neat. Looking way more accurate to the original here. There we go.
Watch out somewhere in the California Bay. Nah, actually they'll get stuck in the Hoover Dam. The enemy has been annihilated.
Okay, that looks so much better. Just these small fixes, man, they're just so nice. Let's try Alcatraz. Alcatraz should have decent water and should technically be a really easy level to just do in this game, just visually, because there's not too much there to mess around with.
Enemy forces.
Can't remember too much about it. See, good water again.
Jody, what is that daunting thing?
The Alcatraz cannon.
How original.
Oh, that's brilliant. It's good water again. I need to... Have they got moving water effects here?
Stop and surrender, Meadow Wolf.
It looks like they do. So what's the difference between this and Houston?
To comply,
They're just leaving Houston to,
A gun bag
To rot.
this big should take 5 minutes to recharge. Until
Hang on.
then, head for the Alcatraz
yeah,
cannon in the
those water effects move. So every other level that has bad water, there's no excuse for it.
Your mind on the mission.
It should be at least as good as the Grand Canyon and Alcatraz. There's no excuse for that.
Mr. President,
Is that texture? Texture stretching there on that? Can't be sure. Have a look round quickly. Might be the shader, I'm not sure.
Mr. President, a UFO has been sighted.
The lighting in this area still looks a little bit flat. To be honest, I would have been happy if this was a full remake rather than just a remaster, but...
In the road. Whoa, the armor looks tough as nails. Pound it with
I mean, it was on the OG Xbox, so you can't
Kong against
rip too hard on it. No, no, no. Elias, I've played and got the original. Like,
give for a fly.
so much. I'm comparing it to this one because this one came out in a really, really bad state. And, because it came out in such a bad state, we covered it and told them what was wrong with it. Just like small things, and they fixed those. And now we're trying to fix the other stuff, hopefully. Azio says they actually patched this game. Hot damn. Yeah, they've patched a little bit the visuals. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not doing like other people do and ripping on the devs, and I'm not ripping on the game. I absolutely love the original, and this one is great, the way that it works mechanically. I just want the visuals to be updated. Like, the poor visuals were butchered in the Steam version, and the other resulting remastered version so much. I just want it to be better.
those who interfere will be eliminated.
Oh, they finally got the glow on the eyes on that mech there. Or the cyborg, I should say. He's not really a mech.
In the surrounding area are a key part to the
Was that an audio bug there? I think it might have been. I think we got some minor lighting here, and I'm gonna have to double check it because that light, the red light on the bottom of the cannon, I don't remember that. So that's a new addition, I think.
Wait a minute. Before Metal Wolf could
I'm still annoyed though with the water here. Like, the water in this level is fantastic.
simply
The water in this level is absolutely fantastic, and it's the same in the Grand Canyon. So with stuff like with Houston, there should be no reason why the water should look so bad as it does. That is... I feel like they've possibly overlooked Houston's water. Let's have a look. Trying to think of what else had water. That was the unmanned super weapon. Miami Beach. Miami Beach, I can't remember the water in it. I know we've already played Miami Beach once, but... What shocks me about the water is it has an active reflection, says Azure. Yeah, the original on the Xbox looks so good. If anybody's not seen it, seriously, go check out my comparison videos for this, because the original looks so good on the Xbox. It's just, this one, it's let down a little bit by it being rushed out. Let's see, like, you've seen the water on the last level. I'm going to show off Houston again, because I'm annoyed at Houston. Like, it just got left out to dry. I'm going to have a look at all the other water in these levels now, because I'm just passionate about this game, and then you look at something like this, and it's just like, it's terrible. How could you do this? You know, like, look at this water compared to the other stuff.
The Elijah One appears to be dropping parachute troops from its cargo bay. It'll be trouble when those reinforcements land.
The water's just terrible. Low res. The effects on the water don't move at all. It's terrible. That's like it's literally like an alpha. You know, like sort of something that you'd see really early on that they probably change later on and just be like, oh, it's totally fine. It's just a bit of a graphics thing. We'll fix it in the final. Come on. Come on, you're better than this. You know. You can even see where the tiles connect. What I don't get is why it's so bad comparing it to Alcatraz now. Alcatraz has by far the best water in the game. Like, does Las Vegas have crap water as well? I gotta check it, because Las Vegas's water is like right at the beginning. Like, I've been explaining a couple of ways that this was changed really early on in the video. I just gotta, like, the beginning here, I think they're missing out the fountain. Could be wrong. Or at least they changed the effects in this area to look a little bit better. Let's get the tank sunk in the water and then we'll see. Probably didn't use a universal water source. They might have messed it up by accident, says Azure. See, the thing...
Bravo, Michael.
They've kind of got Richard's transparent parts right, but some points, it just kind of looks a bit goofed. Let's have a look here. Even the water here looks good. Like, normally in games, you have one shader for water, and you just make sure that you apply that to everything. It might be that they've not applied it. Like, even the water here looks better. It doesn't have wavy effects on it, because it doesn't really need it. It's just a gentle flowing river or something through here, but even this looks better. You know. The light bleeds through better though, says Azure. I'm going to have to check on the original. I honestly can't remember how transparent it was in the original. But they're definitely missing out the fountain here. You can even see the water here. It still uses the same transparency shader on everything. The thing is, it's meant to have a fountain going off here at the same time. If I remember rightly. But at least the rest of this looks fine. Or at least it looks better than the original. Yeah, we've been on this level already. For anyone that wants to see the changes on Vegas, be sure to check that out later on. Let's see, where have I not been? I've not been Beverly Hills. And I've not been... Where else have I not been here? I've not been the Fight House either, because it's just the White House. Chicago, I don't think I've been to. That was pretty flat from what I remember. Let's check the water out in Chicago. The largest change about the PC version of Vegas is it's nighttime now. Yeah. Ooh. I can't remember whether the window textures on Chicago had a reflective shader on them. They look like they've had that added.
Copy that.
Again, I could be totally wrong.
Well, if it isn't the heinous terrorist...
Azure says the windows have a reflection now. I must be right then. It's, like I said, it's awkward trying to find out what I remember and what I don't about these levels.
If the density of the poison gas exceeds 181 parts per million...
Water's a bit bad in here. Oh, I don't remember the water being this bad. Maybe it's just me, but... Yeah, that... We're gonna have to have a look at that. Skybox looks still a bit meh. I don't actually remember the effects on the towers, like the gas effects. So that's new. Vast things in the PC launch didn't have a reflection. Like I said, it's one of those. Playing it so long back and playing it for like a week non-stop and then not coming back to it since because I've had no real reason to. It's just like, what do I remember and what don't I remember, but small things that I kind of notice and think, wait a minute, that's different. Well then that's sort of something to look into. Definitely gonna have to document this all for him. But guys, this is still what you need to focus on. That reminds me, I need to check the towers here and see whether the towers still have bitmap issues like the ones on Miami. It should be, because they're the same asset. Yep, still got a problem with the bitmap there. You have to do this on like an asset by asset basis to get it just perfect. You know, I'm not trying to be a dick. Like I said, I just want it to be as perfect as it can be. It's Metal Wolf Chaos. It has a reputation of being absolutely crazy. And it shouldn't have poor visuals letting it down. It really shouldn't.
Another dire blow to the military. The military only has 3 operating bases left.
Forgot those have explosive canisters next to them that we can use too. Oh, come on. Right, let's just use the G-bow. These tanks are busy trolling me here. It's just like, come on.
Device, the density of poison gas in the city has already exceeded 50 parts per million. Metawolf is a villain down to his last mecha bolt.
One target area remains. The final spot, Mr. President.
I don't remember that bridge being down there. I remember it being up like the other one. That's strange, because I remember having to go the long way around. Maybe it's just me.
The U.S. military has been demolished once.
Azure says, well, you can tell the lighting is a lot better. The lighting and objects definitely aren't as bland as before. Some of the objects stand out too much, though.
Could it be that the hand of God reached down to...
I can't wait to see what the difference is on my videos again. Because I was just looking at them the other day. Let's try the first level here. See what this is like.
Get out my special ops suit, Jody.
It looks like a
Still looks a bit weird there because of the way they got the shaders on it. It still looks kind of...
This kind of party is a
It might be the lighting, actually. It just looks funny.
Mr. President?
Windows look like they've actually got reflection on them this time. Looking slightly better.
Let's party!
Vegas and Chinatown would still be big tests. Yeah, I've already done them. Like, we've already completed Vegas and San Francisco was the first level I played. And it's got some major changes to all the bitmaps and the lighting. But still could use a little bit more to perfect it, like really perfect it. Yeah, those windows look... Yeah, they've got reflection on them now. They actually look like windows. I just love the way the FPS holds... Oh, yep. Hold steady. Gotta check out the statue and see whether it looks crap still. Okay, it's had to change to its shader. Oh my god, did that echo then? Was that an echo sound effect or what?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. President.
At least it looks a little bit like bronze or something now instead of just looking crap. They've got an echo on it from... Why does he echo?
Sorry.
I don't remember him echoing.
Proceed ahead while destroying anything that stands in your way. Switching over your weapons, depending on the situation, is the main key to fighting.
Okay, bitmaps in here look a little bit better. Only a little bit. I don't know why he's got an echo. It's really weird. Shouldn't have an echo. The lights in here look slightly better.
There's an aircraft hangar beyond this passageway. Now let's hurry. The aircraft hangar is behind the barrier.
Have they given slight bloom to the ones on the roof?
Please wait a moment.
I mean, it looks a little bit more like a hangar now. That's pretty cool. Can I skip this bit by doing the usual little skip of blowing up all these? Didn't think you could blow up that one. Just trying, because there is a little skip here if you can just... blow up these walkways. The guys shouldn't actually come out on them.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. President.
There we go. Oh, they've got the lights! Oh, they've got the lights how they should be! This is how it should look!
Air Force One's launch preparation.
Oh, I'm so happy about these small changes that actually look good. Oh, that looks so much better.
Mr. President,
That's how it's meant to look.
Air Force One, please be careful.
Or at least it's close to it. When it looks closer to the original, it makes me so happy. Like, most of the lights are meant to look like that. Like, this area, just this area around here looks a lot better than the original. So good. Just checking that out over there, because it looks like a control tower, but it's not got any reflective glass in it or anything. I'm going to have to check in the original what that was like.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. President.
Oh,
For a ticketless check-in.
so it's looking a little bit better. Shaders are getting a little bit wonky on the plane, a little bit.
Mr. President, welcome to Air Force One.
The thing is with the shaders as well, it'll be dependent on how the lighting is in the actual area, not just the cube maps and things, because this will use cube maps more than like real-time reflection. In fact, I don't think it'll use any real-time reflection. It'll all use cube maps. It's just a case of the way the lighting is hitting them, or rather how intense the light is. I think Beverly Hills is the last one to check out now. I say that, I might do the Fight House again, just to see what the inside of that looks like, because of all the lights in there.
Enemy explosive
Oh, whoa, whoa, what?
all over the city.
That was incredibly bright. I don't remember it being that bright before.
Bombs and liberate
It's
the
like foggy bright?
Roger that.
Oh,
have been laid out all
this
over
looks like
the
it's heavily desaturated.
destroying the radar jamming stations.
Is that an audio error?
That's a radar jamming station. If you destroy it, the bombs will surely show up on radar.
Have they done something to the AI? Have they seriously done something to the AI? Because it looks like it. There's only one guy shooting at me here. Like, everything else is just totally dumb. Oh, now stuff's shooting at me. Like, we saw that with the...
Oh, Lord! The National Guard troops have been defeated. Metal Wolf has annihilated the troops and plans to capture...
What is even going on here?
Endgame must be...
Why did they change...
This could be the world's biggest heist.
The thing is, have they actually... What is going on here? That's not aggressive. This is dumb.
Mr. President, that's a bomb. If approached carelessly, it will...
Okay, so at least the lighting effects work on it. The lighting in this area looks so aggressively desaturated. I don't actually remember it being like this.
Oh, this looks promising. The pride of the U.S. military. Blackhawks raise their ugly heads.
Oh! Forgot about the explosive trucks.
Carelessly, it will detonate. Don't be so lax. Mr. President, a UFO has been sighted.
Come on. Need to be a bit closer here.
Not again! A battalion of troops has been defeated.
Oh, put a sock in it.
There we go. Finally got him. Yeah, this is heavily desaturated. It's really weird. It should be like this. It almost looks like there's fog or mist over the entire level. It's really weird.
Infiltrated the
Should not look like that at all.
The home of international superstar.
I saw that chopper spawning in the background.
What business does Metal Wolf have with a $3.2 billion man? Maybe he's going to take out a loan.
There's a hidden area. Is there another one of those bomb trucks around here? Why is that? I don't get this. Some of the AI is just sheer dumb now. Like, that tank is just shooting at that wall for no reason. Oh, now it's deploying its troops. Okay, they're actively trying to shoot me, or at least a couple of them are. I don't know whether the AI's been tweaked or not. I'm going to have to check the patch notes, because it definitely seems like it.
Oh man, he's destroying the mansion. Add destruction of personal property to the breaking and entering charges. The U.S. Constitution is downright powerless against Metal Wolf's evil. Another military position has been destroyed. My fellow Americans, support our troops with all your hearts.
Don't worry about his yammering commentary.
That reminds me. The effects still look a bit.
Against live ammunition.
Oh, that moment when you're out of one of your favourite weapons. There we go. Trying to set off that bomb there. There we go.
The fuselage damage rate is above 50%.
It's okay, Jody. I don't care. This is just a test.
That you are preoccupied, and your heart's not in it today.
We good? We got all this stuff? Oh, no, clearly not. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this level. Looking a bit funny. Still one more at the front here. Yeah, there's that bomb truck underneath us. With what I think is an audio issue, I can't tell. Oof. There's one around the corner here. There's that there. Come on, I swear I got that. How's the spread from the shotguns not getting that there? Seriously? How is that not? It's like it was getting everywhere else but the target. What is going on there? Poor AI stuck in the wall there. There we go.
Control of the entire town. Any further reporting is too dangerous. Our news team is seeking refuge.
Wait a minute, was that a see-through texture on the... There was like a see-through texture on the mansion there? I'm not too sure.
Man is still mightier than the sword. This has been Peter McDonald for DNN.
I'm sure those wealthy fat cats will repair the damage.
Yeah, okay. Right. Let's finish this up with a little run on the Fight House. Don't have to complete it, I just want to see if they've changed the interior lighting on it. And we'll change these for... let's try the MG 200 STs. Like, the STs are really good from what I remember. They're really good for when you're first doing a run of the game and just want to go on easy mode. Okay, the effects on the radar domes, I don't remember those. Still looking kind of flat, though. Those guys look a lot better.
Let's party. It's good to be home.
Okay, let's check this out. Lights look a lot better in here.
The above-ground route has been sealed off.
Okay,
But if you take back the underground base, the enemy will surrender. And now get
the
out there and
lighting
rock their world.
in this area looks better because I don't remember that red glow on the door. At least the door doesn't look as flat with it because of it. 'Cause I was basing this off the fact that they changed the lighting in the White House area, and because this is under the White House, it should share textures with it. So you'd think the changes would be made across both of them, and I see UV errors there by the look of it. Really tiny UV errors. Incredibly tiny, so I'm not going to nitpick them. I don't remember that floor texture being there. That floor texture looks weird. I don't know why. You have to check the original floor texture compared to that one. Floor and wall panels look too bright in comparison.
Control of all the energy guns in the underground
Yeah.
base has stopped. This target area seems to have powered the energy guns.
The lights on the roof are showed, so it looks a little bit better there. Let's try moving down here. I feel like they've tried to darken the levels to make the lights stand out more. At least that looks better with the lighting there, hitting that properly from the exploding cage. That red light looks really nice now. I remember this area looking pretty flat. Okay, this area looks a lot better than what I remember. Because I don't remember these red lights being here.
Gas has been stopped completely.
Wait a minute. What the? Have they got the final area bitmaps on there? Kind of looks like it. Is that something I just didn't notice before, or what? Let's have a look. That says Metal Wolf Chaos on there. I think it does. No, can't tell. I was gonna say, because that would be from the last level then, and the bitmaps have just been transferred over, but... At least everything doesn't look as flat. I'll take that. That's the main positive I can take away from this at the moment. Slowly destroying everything here.
Mr. President, you are experiencing radar trouble. You can't move carelessly about until the radar jamming station is destroyed.
It's fine, Jody, it's fine. There we go.
Mr. President, the radar is back online. Now the traps are easy to detect. The number of enemies has really decreased. There's one last target area.
Metal Wolf would be so awesome to use in EDF. So much destruction. This is Trixie. Oh my god. That would be crazy. EDF. EDF. Instead of the big giant Pacific Rim style mechs.
Mr. President, all flamethrowers in the underground base have been...
I don't remember them being blue lights, but... I mean, specifically because the housing on them looks orange.
Enemy surrendered at long last.
I'm gonna have to look into that. It's like a lot of these changes I'm gonna have to look into and see how close they are to the original now. Be pulling up my videos in a little bit and just documenting all of it. Switch to the G-Bow here, because the G-Bow is a really nice, really nice weapon. And away we go! Let's have a look what our outside looks like. Because outside looked really flat before.
Were we lured out? that to the White House. They shouldn't call it the White House. They should call
Lighting
it the
looks
White
more
House.
intense. The White House actually looks flatter, I think, there.
Time to redecorate.
Oh. Yeah, this level looks worse, I think.
Mr. President, peel off that unsightly armored exterior. A scaredy cat missile is being protected in a sturdy shelter. When the shelter opens, that's your chance to attack.
Definitely looks flatter. Compared to everything else, it looks pretty bad. So they've gone all out with the intensity of the lighting in terms of making it brighter, and then it's got like no shadows anywhere. It really sticks out like a sore thumb. The only shadow I've got is the crisis suit, I think. Right, tell a lie. There's a shadow on that helicopter there. These gun batteries on the front, not those ones, the ones here have really weird shading on them. It's strange. I actually don't remember those extra ones, to be honest.
The White House spring cleaning is coming along nicely. You're halfway there. The White House is almost back to its handsome self again. Mr. President, let's finish this.
This one I normally go overboard with the destruction, so it's a little bit awkward trying to do it without destroying the White House. Oh, I better not use, that's one that I keep doing, is using Richard's sniper here to finish it up, and then keep being an idiot and killing the White House as a result. Like, it's hard trying to do it with the G-Bow as well, so hopefully I can get this to work. Really shouldn't have bought Richard's sniper rifle to the White House fight, but try making it work.
You're home at long last.
That felt like a bug, because the White House had 0 health there. I was like, wait, what?
Back, America.
Oh boy. That was messed up. Still got a C rank. Okay, so that's been a preview of patch 1.3, I think it is, for Metal Wolf Chaos on Steam. I hope you'll stay with me in future as we try and see if they make this title look closer to the original. If you're on Discord, I'll be noting this all down of how close it is to the original on there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye!